rises for the win from 29 from the right hash. Koo's kick is good. Here is Durant for the win. James for the win. It's gone. LeBron James at the buzzer.
What y'all think about the list, man?
Well, I think, for the starter purposes, I don't really have too big of a deal with the starters.
I do.
I think it was.
They go Andrew Wiggins. What you about to say?
I mean, yeah, I got chalk. I know a lot of people, said Darius Garland over Trey, but
nah.
Do
they have a better record?
Yeah.
Darius Garland is not a better basketball player than Trey Young.
Yeah,
I
think Trey does more for his team than Darius Garland, but and I'll get to some of that with my other reserve later. That I'm pretty sure you'll probably have a problem with, but I'll let you go.
Well, no, I'm okay with Trey. I mean, his team was they've won 6-7 games in a row, whatever. They just beat the Lakers without LeBron. I'm okay with Trey just because his statistics are that strong. DeMar obviously deserves to be in there. If it would have been DeMar and Zach, I'd have been okay with that as well. Zach LaVine. KD, like you said, guarantee shoe-ins. KD, Giannis, Embiid. When we talk about the West, Steph and Ja, guarantees. Steph's been struggling for about 2 months now, but he's still putting up numbers.
Steph.
Yeah, it's still Steph, and he's still putting up numbers. His team's still great. LeBron, Jokic, everybody knew. So now let's talk about it. Andrew Wiggins. Now, I give Andrew Wiggins credit. He's having a great season. He had a stretch where he was shooting like 50% from three, plays good defense, but we gotta take the voting away from the fans. Now, we made the adjustment.
From fans?
From fans.
Whoa.
Take it away from the fans.
You're a fan, though.
I know. Hear me out. It used to be fans had 100% control over who was a starter. Now it's 50%. Players got 25%. Media has 25%. And I will say, in the voting with the players and the media, Wiggins did fairly well. He was like around 5-6. Dub Nation, the Warriors fans got him into the starting lineup. Right.
Can't forget K-pop.
Yeah,
bro.
they got him in the starting lineup. But Andrew Wiggins is not a starter in the Western Conference this year. He's just not. And
people were injured. People were injured
too. Well, but he got voted in. That's the thing. Like, Jeff Van Gundy said something last night that just stuck with me. He said, we got to stop lying and saying that the All-Star game is for the fans.
I heard that, yeah. I heard that.
It's for the players.
It's for the players.
Because that's their legacy. That's their contract, incentives and stuff like, we got to pick. We're watching the game live right now. We just got to pick.
The score is still 0-0 on the first.
0-0, yeah. 49ers pick.
Hey, Stafford.
Right. But, yeah, so, like, it's for the fans. No, I mean, it's for the players. It's for the league. So, for me, I had Andrew Wiggins as a fringe making it, whether he make it or not. For him to be a starter, I mean, congratulations to him. We're not going to hit on the man. But I think that's a flaw. There was a year that Allen Iverson was a starter, and he played like 9 games.
So are you saying you don't even have Andrew Wiggins as an all-star, period?
I had him as an all-star, but I had to think about it. Put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
He's putting up 19, 4, and 2. Like, he's on a winning team. He's doing his thing, but
man, I mean, he only got I'm gonna say only. I'm not gonna take it away from him, but people were injured. PG was injured.
No, but I'm saying,
what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, who else fits that spot better? Who do you
Carl
think?
Anthony Towns.
Cat?
Yeah, because the All-Star starters are 2 front court, 3 back court.
Yeah,
They got rid of I put Cat there. There's a lot of people out there before Andrew Wiggins. I mean, I don't want to give away my reserves yet, but there's a few people I will put in before Wiggins. But I mean, regardless, it is what it is.
I feel you.
Okay.
All right, man. So what you think about the reserve? Who you got? Who you got for the reserve?
Reserves. If I'm not mistaken, reserves come out this Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, this Sunday that we're filming this. All right, so let's talk about the rules first. I want to get this out of the way now so my snubs don't look too crazy. For the reserves, you got to pick 2 front court players, 3 back court, and then 2 wild
Man, we
cards.
should make this positionless, man. We should really make this positionless. We'll play positionless basketball.
Yeah. But here's the thing. They already eliminated the center position in all of this, which got some pushback. If they make it positionless, we may have some All-Star games where there are no true front court guys. Like, that's the thing.
The best players on every team are usually the guards.
In today's NBA,
Today's NBA,
so,
but I think we have the quality of big man that we have, though, I think can still make All-Star games. We're talking about Embiid, Karl-Anthony Towns,
You might have some forwards that don't get it anymore, though, because it's front court.
Okay. I see what you're saying, yeah.
I mean, it's something to think. Yeah, there are some, like, Embiid's going to make it. He's going to be a starter every time. But, all right, so let's start with the East. You want to do East or East West?
East, and then West. Yeah.
All right, so let's start. All right, so in the East, what I have, my two backcourt people. I got Zach LaVine, James Harden.
Okay.
All right. LaVine's putting up 24 or whatever on a number 2-3 seed. Now, I know they've been slipping a little bit, but Bulls been doing well. James Harden is almost averaging a triple-double. Like, again, his team's doing well. He's averaging like 23, 8, and 10. It's James Harden. He's playing well. All right? So, now Kevin Durant is injured, and he's going to be –
I was going to say that.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's injured. Yeah. So, I already accounted for all that. Kevin Durant's injured, so I'm putting Tatum in the starting lineup. Yes. I'm putting Tatum in the starting lineup for KD. Then I got Jimmy Butler. You had to have some type of representation for the Heat.
Number 1 seed. Yeah,
and there are some guys, and throughout all of this, there are some guys that haven't played enough, like a lot of games. Yeah. And I had to think about that, but some I just had to put them in. Like for me, initially it was if you haven't played 30 games, I'm not putting you in. Yeah. But then as I went through the list, I was like, all right, I got to put so and so in. I couldn't get Tyler Hero in because he's a guard, and I have guards above him. Mm-hmm. Kyle Lowry's not playing well enough, and Bam might have only played like 24, 25 games. Like, I couldn't do anything for Bam, so I had to put Jimmy in. I consider winning to a degree with this, but ultimately I go with who's having the better season. But I do think about, hey, this team has to have somebody representing, all right? Because the East was the most controversial for me, all right? Mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown. I got Jaylen Brown.
Got him in there?
Jaylen Brown averaging like 24 and 6. The Celtics are can you pull up the standings when you get a chance? I mean, I think the Celtics are 8 or 9. I had to put
like
9 or 10 maybe.
10,
yeah.
Because I think they're right above the Hawks.
Okay, yeah. They have a better record than...
Yeah, Celtics are 26 and 25, 9 in the East.
9 in the East. All right, so, I mean, Jaylen Brown is a great two-way player, averaging 24 points a game. Mm-hmm. I remember last year, I think it was last year, when they both got in, my initial thoughts were, the Celtics don't deserve 2. But now that I've actually gone through and looked at this structure, like, I couldn't leave him out. So I got Jaylen Brown in. All right, so Pascal Siakam. I got Pascal Siakam in, which so you know what's coming. Well, I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about the Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors. They are what made this difficult because you got Fred VanVleet, you got Pascal Siakam, you got LaMelo Ball, you got Miles Bridges. So initially when I made my list, I looked down. I didn't have any Hornets. I didn't have any Hornets at all. So I was like, I got to get a Hornet in there. But I don't feel right putting in Miles Bridges and not LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
So I had to take VanVleet out. So I had to put Pascal. Pascal's still putting up like 21 and 8. I had to put Pascal in. So Jaylen Brown and Pascal Siakam. Then I got Darius Garland as one of my my wild cards, and then I put LaMelo in. What makes it tough is there are a lot of deserving front court, guards. I mean backcourt. There's a lot of deserving guards. So, I can talk through my snubs real quick. Obviously, VanVleet. I couldn't get VanVleet in. I couldn't get Miles Bridges in. Miles Bridges isn't.
I want to see him in. He's so exciting to watch. He's
is
like the John Collins of
And I would understand someone. I wouldn't understand somebody putting him in over Jaylen Brown, but the coaches might. Again, these are our picks. These aren't, our guess what we think is going to happen. So VanVleet, I couldn't get him in. I couldn't get Miles Bridges in. I couldn't get Jared Allen in. I know that was. I couldn't get Jared Allen. I
got to
thought
put
about Jared Allen.
No, man, we ain't going to me. But
I couldn't get Tyler Hero in, but that's okay. Sabonis on the Pacers is having a strong season.
But the Pacers are terrible.
They're terrible. And what are his numbers? Look that up real quick. His numbers are actually pretty impressive. And
they're there.
Yeah, they're there. But again, with the Hornets and the Raptors, I had to get somebody in on each team, and based on position, that's what I had to go with. So like I said, my snubs are Van Vliet, Jared Allen, Tyler Hero, Sabonis, Bridges. Again, my reserves are Zach LaVine, James Harden. I got Tatum taking KD's place. Jimmy Butler's in, Jaylen Brown is in, Pascal Siakam, Darius Garland, and LaMelo Ball. All right, let's see what you got.
Okay, that's solid. That's solid. Okay, so let me preface this by saying I think the East was a lot tougher than the West.
Yes,
I think we're starting to see that talent, get back in the East where all the talent is pretty much.
It's a deeper conference.
Yeah, it's a deeper conference. And then let me also preface it by saying I did not have anybody from the Miami Heat in my list.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh, okay.
But
they're the number one seed.
They are the number one seed,
Yeah.
and that's why this was really hard
Yeah.
for me to make this list, because you gotta have somebody from the number one seed,
Yeah.
right? So let me just hop right in, right? I got Darius Garland. I think he definitely deserves to be in there. Coming from the host team, Cleveland Cavaliers,
who are winning.
What are they, like the second or third seed in the East?
It changes so often.
Yeah, it changes
now,
often because it's so close. But I think they have like 30 wins by now, right?
Yes, they definitely have over 30.
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is having another great season. I'm gonna come back to that person. James Harden. James Harden is a given. Definitely.
Chuck didn't have James Harden.
Really?
Charles Barkley. I think it was him or Shaq. Yeah. One of them didn't have James Harden. I couldn't believe it. I was like, come on, man.
Wow. James Harden. Jason Tatum. Definitely.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. And then here are my controversial picks, right?
Here we go.
I'm gonna start off with Jared Allen.
Okay.
Right? And when it comes to my picks, I use a lot of eye tests. Sometimes I try not to use stats because, numbers do lie.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
And you can get a lot from just watching a team sometimes. And when I see the Cavaliers play, he's a part of that success. Yeah. He's definitely a part of that success. He's a big man that can protect the rim. He's a great defensive guy, and he's right there with Darius Garland. It's when you look at the like big three or top two on the team, it's Darius Garland and it's Jared Allen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why I have him in.
Yeah.
All right. So my next person is LaMelo Ball. I think he has to be in there because he's, in my opinion, he's one of the sole reasons why Charlotte is playing the way
relevant.
They play. Yeah, they're relevant now because of LaMelo Ball. Right? He runs that show. He's the quarterback of that show. You have to put him in. Now my last one is really like left field.
Is this your last pick in the reserve?
Yeah, this is my last pick in the reserve, right? Nikola Vucevic. And the reason I say that, right? They have a big three in Chicago. They have DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Vucevic. And he's right there with them.
So you don't have a Raptor either.
I don't have a Raptor. Oh, wow. No, I do not. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to get into the stats of, because I use an eyeball test a lot. And Nikola Vucevic. Yeah, he can shoot, he can spread the floor, he can play defense, he can rebound. And he's just as much as a reason for their success as DeMar and Zach LaVine.
Now, I believe in using both. I believe in using the eye test. I believe in using stats because sometimes stats lie, but also our eyes are also biased. Like if you value something a lot, you're gonna value that person more.
And to that point, I do value big man. I love a good big man, right? I love a good big man because I'm a traditionalist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really a traditionalist
Oh,
when it comes to sports.
Basketball. You don't like
Yeah. So we gotta have big men, right? We gotta have big men. So yeah.
So your snubs. So no Van Vliet.
No Van Vliet. No Tyler Hero. No Jimmy Butler.
Hero.
But I forgot about KD being hurt. So
okay.
If we wipe out KD, right, and I will probably definitely move Jason Tatum up. Jason Tatum, like you said, and now that makes way for Jimmy Butler. So now I have a Heat in there.
Now you have Heat in there. So
because if you look at my list at my top snubs is Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler first
right,
before I have anybody else.
Yeah.
So if anybody falls out, then
they go in. They go in. All right.
So,
but no Raptors.
No Raptors.
Pascal.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I watch the Raptors, I think Van Vliet has more to do with what, the success they're having than Pascal. That's why I felt bad about leaving Van Vliet off. Yeah. But the whole front court, back court, wild card stuff, I couldn't get him in. So I had to go with Pascal. But all right, let's see what you got.
Mine is stuff. similar to Corey's, except I don't have Vucevic in mine. But
okay. I feel like nobody has Vucevic.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no, I got Levine, Garland, LaMelo. I got LaMelo in there. Harden, Tatum, move Tatum up. Allen and Butler. That's what I got. Yeah. So I feel like you gotta put Jared Allen in there, man. Yeah. Like
wait, you have Garland?
I do have Garland as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling putting two of them in there. Now, it can happen. It can happen.
Yeah. It can happen.
It can happen.
But they're a good team, dog.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown is really good at basketball.
But then, the Celtics are.
But when you take into success, right? Their standings.
I'm not gonna have two Celtics before I have two Cavaliers.
So I hear that. So that's why, like I said, my philosophy. I care about winning to some degree, but I'm always gonna go with the better player.
The better player.
So do y'all? Okay, so we're talking about. Let's talk about the West now. Do y'all have Booker and Paul?
Well, yes. You can't not have both of them, in my opinion. I mean, we'll get to it.
Both.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
I don't.
Okay. That's why I asked.
So let's hear your West.
But yeah, to that point, CP is my first snub. I mean, if you move.
Oh, I thought he didn't have Booker. I was about to say.
No, if somebody comes off, then CP is my next person. But to go down my list of reserves, Luka, gotta have him. Karl Anthony Towns, gotta have him. I love him, but I hate that he's like, he can be very soft at times, and he doesn't play like to, his stature.
Him and AD are brothers.
Yeah, I was watching a game the other day, Minnesota and I think Golden State, and he was dominant, and I'm just like, why can't you do this every game?
It's a mentality.
Yeah, but anyways, back to my list. Luka, Karl Anthony Towns. Spider, Donovan Mitchell, D Book, Rudy Gobert, and here are my two wild cards, right? Anthony Edwards.
Ooh, I want to see him in there.
Anthony Edwards, he's explosive, man. He's, him and Karl Anthony Towns up there in Minnesota, they can make some noise if Cat plays the way he does and Anthony, continues to play the way he does.
Yeah,
they're right there. They can make some noise. They won't go anywhere. But anyways, and then my last one is Bi Brandon Ingram. Gotta have him. So my two snubs is, like I said, CP. And then my other one is Shai Alexander-Gilgeous. But
I think our West are going to be much farther apart than these.
See.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think
but so. Shai, OKC, they're not winning. So
they're
it's hard to. It's really hard.
Indiana Pacers of the West.
Yeah, it's really hard to push. It's really hard to push Shai in there because they're not really winning at all. But the stats are there.
Yeah, you go next. Cause I want to close it out.
Well, I actually have Booker and Paul. Okay, so I got Booker, Paul, Draymond, Luka. You gotta have Draymond in there, man.
I'm gonna talk about Draymond.
Okay,
the Warriors are.
No, I mean I'm not.
The Warriors have been not trash without Draymond, but the Warriors have had less success than they did when Draymond was in the lineup.
Their system is dependent on Steph and Draymond.
Yeah.
On offense and defense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
So the engine behind that entire team is Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Which the numbers aren't there, but his numbers are never there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the intangibles. But anyway.
Triple single.
Right? Triple single, bro. But it's the intangibles, man. The eye test is Draymond is the eye test.
Yeah, if you go straight eye test, he is an all-star. Yeah.
He's injured and hasn't played enough games for me.
I know, but I'm still putting him in. You know, we're gonna replace him.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll put him in there.
Yeah.
So Booker, Paul. You got Gobert. Might have should have been a starter.
Right. Potential.
Mitchell and I got Murray.
DeJounte? Yeah.
Okay.
I got Murray.
Yeah.
Bro, he's putting up amazing numbers, man. He's like what
19-9 and 9.
19-9 and 9. Yeah, something like that. So
So who are your snubs?
Bro, I actually didn't even. Oh, Cat. I don't got Cat on my list, man.
Ooh.
I don't got Cat.
I love a good big man. I told you I love a good big man.
I don't got Cat, man.
That's tough. That's tough.
Sorry, dude.
Wow, our lists are very different.
And B.I. And I don't have B.I. But
yeah, no, I don't got B.I. either. All right, so here we go. To me, there were 4 guards that were indisputable that had to get in. For me, CP and Book both got to get in. Book give you 25. They got the best record in the league. CP leading the league in assists, and like he's the engine. Got to be in there. Luka got to be in there. Donovan Mitchell got to be in there. So off rip, I couldn't get DeJounte Murray in.
Yeah.
I couldn't get him in. I felt terrible about it. He's one of my first snubs. Front court. All right, this is going to be funny. I got Cat. Cat giving you about 24. He's the best player on the team. I got Gobert, 15 and 16, whatever. All right, so I had Paul George. He's hurt, but I had Paul George. Paul George is playing without Kawhi. He giving you like 25, 7, and 5, but he's hurt. So I looked through other front courts. I looked at DeAndre Ayton. He's missed a lot of games, but he's at like 16 and 10. I'm not sure if the Suns need 3 All-Stars. So I said no to DeAndre. Yeah. I looked at Ant. I think Ant is listed as a guard and not a forward. I don't think he's a 3.
I think he's listed as a 3.
As a 3?
Shoot.
Either way, I cut him. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't think he had a strong enough case. I looked at Porzingis.
Okay.
Porzingis has been playing well.
Nah, he's a guard.
He's a guard? Oh, okay, yeah. So I can get him in. All right, y'all gonna think I'm being a homer with this one. Anthony Davis.
No.
Hold on. Listen.
Bro.
Anthony Davis
hasn't played.
He's played. Today was his 30th game. So he's played as many games as Jimmy and has made it some other. So, like, initially, I didn't even look his way because I thought he missed too many games.
Yeah.
But he's still giving you 23, 9.5, 2 blocks. Now, I know the conversation around Anthony Davis and Karl-Anthony Towns is like, oh, is that a pick 6? I think that was a pick 6.
This game is still 0-0.
Yeah, by the 49ers.
It looks like a pick 6, bro.
Yeah, I think that was a pick 6. Williams.
Oh,
wow.
Quan Williams.
Stafford.
Yep, pick 6.
Pick 6.
Or was it a fumble?
That's going forward. No, that's
going
forward.
That's going forward.
That's going forward.
Yeah, that's an incomplete.
That's an incomplete. Yeah, incomplete. Cool.
Yeah, so I know the talk around those two is they should be better. They should be dominant more, but it's not many people in the league giving you those numbers. Like, Anthony Davis this year hasn't been a superstar, which has been a problem for the Lakers. But to me, he's still been an all-star. Now, I think the coaches are going to hold that against him. But if I compare him to Ayton and Porzingis, Draymond Green, I had him down too, but like, he's hurt for one. But 2, he is averaging a triple single. He is averaging a triple single. So like, I couldn't make a better case for others than I could Anthony Davis. So I put him in. So, you didn't have Chris Paul.
I didn't.
That's tough.
I didn't.
Tough. Did you have? No, he had Murray in. So who were all your guards? You had Ant in.
Ant. Yeah.
I mean, I might be a little biased.
Yeah.
He played at Georgia.
He's Georgia boy, bro.
Ant is giving you
from
more.
the west side.
Yeah. He's just giving you more of a scoring punch.
Yeah.
man, he's exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Like
in
as
an
a
All-Star
consumer,
game, right?
in
You
an
want to see
All-Star
him
game.
flying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Bro,
Well, like,
I want to watch him. I want to watch LaMelo.
Yeah.
I want to watch Trey. I want to watch.
absolutely.
I don't really care to watch Darius Garland like that. Although the Cavaliers are winning and he deserves it, but it's like.
Now let me ask you guys, because I have another snub down here, and I'm going back to the East. Right? What do you guys think about Chris Middleton?
You know, I didn't look into him much.
Yeah.
Just because now he's a 3, right?
Yeah.
See what they have him as a 3. I didn't look his way just because when I was filling out my front court, there were just people I know that I had above him.
26-5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's balling.
The numbers are there.
The numbers are there.
Yeah. Because like I said, I have him down as one of my snubs.
Yeah, I didn't even look his way, to be honest with you. Because I knew what I had to get going with the Raptors and the Hornets. And then I'm going to fight for Jaylen Brown, man. He's balling.
He from Atlanta too, man.
He's balling. I mean, so they come out, this Thursday?
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
TNT.
We'll make sure we have a graphic with all of our picks. And, so we can get people's opinion on that. But I'm going to fight for Jaylen Brown.
And I'm a fight for my big man.
For your big man, for Vucevic. Vucevic.
Jared Allen, Vucevic.
Yeah, I mean, like, the coaches seem to reward winning more than anything else. So I could see some of these cats. Like, I don't think Anthony Davis is going to get in. I don't think Jaylen Brown's going to get in. I could see something. I think CP and Book both get in. Luka.
Yeah, and like
Donovan Mitchell, they're gonna get in.
B.I. probably won't get in.
B.I. Yeah. See, I didn't look his way.
I want. Yeah.
I don't know what his numbers look like, but I was just like the Pelicans. Like,
Who cares about New Orleans?
Sometimes it gets too ridiculous. But I mean, think back in the day. Some of those years with Orlando Magic, Tracy McGrady was starting. And even if he didn't start, they were going to vote him in.
But it's Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, it was Tracy McGrady. Right.
You want to see that.
Yeah, you got to get him in. But, I mean, that's what we're looking like. I feel bad about Van Vliet. I feel bad about DeJounte Murray. I'd even look at Shea. I know his numbers are there.
His numbers are there.
His numbers are there.
They're just losing.
It's
not a good team.
Sometimes you're losing to the point to where, and I hate using the term empty stats.
Yeah.
But I can't give you too much. I mean, Book used to go with that. Go through that without before Chris Paul got there. Like he was putting up like 26 and this, and he wasn't getting in. So. Shout out to Shea, but he ain't on my list.
I mean, he's not on my list either.
He's one of your snubs.
He's a snub,
Yeah.
Like if a couple people drop off, I'll move them in.
Yeah. Y'all didn't look Paul George this way?
Nah, man. He's been hurt.
Oh, just because he's hurt. Okay, yeah. I put him in just so he could have the
recognition.
He's an all-star, and then
Nah, I didn't put him in at all because I knew he
out of sight, out of mind, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Who are the captains this year? LeBron and Steph?
LeBron and
again?
No, LeBron and Giannis.
LeBron and Giannis.
KD.
Oh, okay.
Because KD's hurt, but he's still the captain.
Yeah. It's always LeBron and somebody. It's been LeBron, Steph, KD, Giannis.
All right, so I have another question about the All-Star game, guys. Do you guys like the team formats? Like, do you like the captain, the picking players? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Yes, I like it because I know there were times where like it was dominant in one conference and not the other. So we were getting blowouts. And I mean, the All-Star game in itself, nobody really plays. Yeah, it's a shootout.
I was going to say, we could talk about how the game is played in a second, too.
But I definitely like them, drafting or whatever the case may be. It makes it a lot more competitive. And even just the draft process itself.
It's compelling to watch.
Yeah, it's cool. Compelling.
But I have something for that, though. I wish they would do it before the game starts. Like, not like a week before, but like that literally like dope. The game, you know what I'm saying? I want you. Come over this.
Come get your jersey. Here go your jersey.
We on the playground, y'all. It's a pickup game for real.
That would be dope.
That would be
like the first year when they did it, they didn't even televise it. We were like, come on now. You got to.
So I like how they showed it. They like last year was Giannis and LeBron last year. Yeah.
The last few years it's been like I said, LeBron and somebody.
And it's cool. I like it. It's you know what I'm saying? it's cool, but it's not. I think it'd be super dope if they just have it before the game.
Yeah.
I think the first year when they made changes to the games, when they were talking about, when Kobe first passed, add 24 points in, like that was a great.
Yeah.
That was the best All-Star game I've ever seen in my life.
To see them compete on that level,
bro,
it was like it was an NBA Finals game.
Kyle Lowry, he took a charge.
Yeah. Took a charge.
Right.
In an All-Star game.
Bro, in the All-Star game.
Only thing I would change is you can't win on a free throw because that was kind of
that was anticlimactic. Yeah.
But then last year, I'm hoping it's just because the players didn't want to play and COVID. Like they didn't play at all. Yeah. Like it just go on YouTube and look up All-Star highlights from 2010.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Then by the second half, it got serious at some point.
Yeah.
And like besides that game 2 years ago, the last few years, it don't get serious at any point. Yeah. And it's unwatchable. Like Dwayne Wade broke Kobe's nose in the All-Star game. Like Kobe had a reverse layup, and he just it was a lot more competitive. People were breaking a sweat. Now it's half-court 3-point shooting contest and
chuck it up.
Yeah, so I
wide open alley-oops, and we playing half-court defense.
Right,
wide open
in the third quarter. Like I'm saying, in the first half it's okay, but third and fourth quarter, at some point the pride gotta step up. Like, yo, let's compete. So I hope that changes. Thank you for joining us on the For the Win Vodcast.
Make sure you follow us on IG at For the Win Vodcast, on YouTube at For the Win, on Apple Music, on Spotify. We are everywhere.
For the win, and we out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.